Hey guys, Sammy Lee here from My Store Reviews, and today we're gonna go over the performance features of the Nike KD8. Alright, so let's start off with the traction. The traction was actually really good on these. They're actually pretty squeaky, and I did a squeak test like always. Yeah, they're pretty loud when they squeak. It grips the floor really well, but as you know, I play at the 24-hour fitness court, so it is pretty dusty, and I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a lot of dust and like stuff just stuck to this. So you do have to wipe this like every few plays, but once you wipe, the traction is good to go and you won't be slipping or anything like that. So now let's go over the cushion. So Nike, they implemented their Nike Zoom technology, so it's full length, right? So you can see the actual Zoom unit right here, and it's segmented right here. So my favorite part of the shoe was right here, and also in the back right here. Right, you see how it kind of comes out like this? So when you're walking or like jogging and then you put your foot like this part bends up, right? And also the Zoom unit also compresses. So when you go like this, there's a nice transition from heel to toe, and it feels really nice, right? And I also just like walking on the heel because it's so comfortable. And also here, right, in this spot right here where it's segmented, the reason they segmented it is because they wanted more flex in the forefoot area, but it does give you more flex, but you can't really feel the compression of the Zoom unit in this spot. So what I felt was this spot compressing, and you can actually see when I walk or when I land right here that this part compresses a lot, and that feels good. I don't know how it felt just having this part of my foot compressed because this part didn't really bend in at all, right? But it was really bouncy and springy, you know, Nike Zoom, and it did feel good. And also, you do get your maximum impact protection from Nike Zoom, right? And really nothing to say bad about the cushion. I just wish they didn't have it segmented like this and also back here. I wish I could feel it like on my whole foot. So maybe, I don't know, they should have put in like a midsole, like a drop-in midsole or something like that. Like the, maybe the Kobe 9, and make it insert, right? So maybe they wouldn't have to segment it like this. But anyways, the cushion, there's no problems with it. So let's go on to the material. So Nike uses their new Flyweave technology. So it's basically like Flyknit, but I think it's more natural, right? I think they use a little bit less glue, so it feels more like the Jordan 29 on my foot, right? And it's really comfortable. You don't really need to break it in, right? And the materials here also for Flywire, they made the Flywire really thick, right? So on previous models of the maybe Nike basketball shoes, the Flywire would be like way thinner than this, and because the laces are only tied to the Flywire would rip or break really easily. But they made the Flywire thicker finally, so it's probably gonna be more durable. And also they have some fuse right here to reinforce and protect the Flyweave on high wear areas. So there's nothing to complain about. I really like the material that they used on the KD8. So now let's go on to the fit. Oh. Holy crap, dude. Okay, so so as you can see right here, the tongue is attached halfway, right? So all of this right here is just the material, right? So they have to make this part tight, right? So what they did is they made this part right here really freaking tight. Like, I felt it right when I put it on. It was way too tight, but I thought maybe the materials would break in a little bit and they would stretch because it's Flyweave, and they did a little bit, but it's still really uncomfortable for me to play in these. So I couldn't play in these for more than like 1 or 2 games, because you know when you fall asleep on your arm like this, and then in your hand, in your arms, you feel like needles because there's no blood going through? That's what I felt in both my toes, in both feet, right? So I just, like, the cushion and traction was amazing, but the fit was so tight. I couldn't even tighten right here. I just barely tightened this part, and I tightened right here, and it would still be too tight, right? So yeah, I'm probably gonna return these because I can't really play in them. But the fit was way too tight here. Way too tight. So let's go on to the support. The support I thought would come from the saber-tooth midsole things, but there's actually a TPU counter inside. So if you guys can hear that, there's a actual plastic in here inserted. So that's where the support is coming from, and the support is also coming from the fit from the shoe, which is way too freaking tight in my opinion. But you're locked down in the shoe. Your foot isn't going anywhere. I really like right here where it's really thick and padded right here, so it feels really good around the Achilles area and the ankles, right? And I usually don't like playing in low top shoes because I have weak ankles, so I do wear ankle braces, and the ankle brace I wear is the ASO ankle brace, and there was really no problem with having an ankle brace on while having the shoe on, right? So if you do have ankle problems, you can wear an ankle brace with this. So let's go on to ventilation. This shoe's ventilation is actually pretty good. You don't really get any hot spots in this, right? Like every shoe, the bottom of your foot gets really hot. You know, you can't really do anything about that, but there's really no hot spots. There's no pinching or anything like that. The material is really soft, right, and goes right over your foot. But in my case, it's too tight. But yeah, there's no hot spots. The ventilation is pretty good in this. Yeah, like right here in the medial side of the shoe, it's really soft here, right? Because you don't really need support, so it's like basically full fly weave right here, right? So ventilation comes out here. The tongue doesn't really have a lot of ventilation because it's this really padded tongue, and it's basically synthetic leather. But yeah, overall, I would recommend these shoes, but maybe you should definitely go and try these on before you buy these. Or if you can't go to the store and buy them, you should, and you want to order it online, you should probably go up half a size to maybe a full size, because if you have a wide foot, you'll definitely feel a lot of pain right here, right? And but this shoe is actually really nice. The traction is actually really nice. It's squeaky. It stops on dime. You just have to wipe a little bit. The cushion was amazing. I just wish it wasn't segmented so I could feel the zoom on my whole foot, on the bottom of my foot, right? But it wasn't bad, right? The fit was horrible for me. There's some people that actually really like this shoe, but for me it was really bad. And the support of the shoe was really good. So lockdown was good, and the materials are the best, right? So I think the price is a little expensive for this shoe, right? Especially because the KD line was supposed to be one of the cheaper models, but now it's like, right now retail price is 180 bucks. I think it's a great shoe, right? The cushion is really nice, but for me, I would wait until the price goes down, or maybe probably just get a different shoe, right? Because this is pretty expensive, right? 180 bucks plus tax is like 190, $195. So yeah, I'm definitely returning these probably this week because I cannot play in these. I tried for you guys. I tried playing maybe for a week and a half in these, right? I played a lot. I probably played like 8 to 9 times during that time in this shoe, and I I was hoping that it would stretch out here, but it did stretch out a little bit, but it's still, I would still get the needles in my toes, so I'm definitely returning these. I can't play in these. But if you have a thin, narrow foot, then I think it would be a really nice shoe to have. Right. Okay, so that concludes my review on the KD8s. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and Samuel Lee out.